Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome back. You're with Amira. How's everything going? I hope this live stream goes well. I'm using the wide screen today. If there's any buffering or anything, which I doubt, I will switch to my phone. Just checking that. Yeah, going back to the old format, guys. How's everything going? Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the newbies who are here. Do a shout out on arrival and also a like on arrival. Would highly appreciate it. And let me know where you're from. Yeah, where you're tuning in from, what's going on. We're going to be doing a collective read, but first I'm going to do the two pre-orders. If you'd like to pre-order in the future, the super chat pre-orders always get done first, in or around, before or after the collective. So let's have a look. First, we've got Ursula. Ursula is asking about a work-related topic, about cooperation with the workplace people. Let's have a look and see. And evaluations. All right, Ursula. Welcome, welcome. And welcome to all of those internationally. Hi, V. How are you? From Australia. Hi, Julia. How are you? Do a shout out where you're from if you're new. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's have a look for Ursula. If you did want to pre-order a super chat for next time, if you've missed this live stream, you can do so on the link below this video, amirasalon.com/contact. And you'll see a donation button there. Also, that is useful for people who prefer to use PayPal if they can't send a super chat question here on YouTube. Let's have a look for Ursula. It's a very strange time to be starting anything right now, I feel. Starting anything new. Wow. Got lucky money, Ursula. So you've got money here, coins. So definitely it's going to pay off, I feel, the long term with your finances. We've also got the scarab transformation. You might have to remodel and transform yourself to kind of suit these people. I might have to turn off that light because it's kind of getting a little bit of flashback on the cards. Just a second. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes, guys. I think that's probably better. Let's check that. Okay. I don't like the light when it's like that. These cards are quite shiny because, or they're glossy finish because they're basically, it just makes the colours pop a bit more. You've got the rabbit as well, which is about fears and anxieties. So that's valid. That's valid. Can you see the rabbit? Yeah. So the main reason for taking this job was basically to expand your career. You definitely have expansion here. You've got transformation. It'll move you into a higher level category, I feel, and I feel like your administration evaluation will go really well. It's going to be very abundant for you long term and also short term. It's going to give you a little bit more freedom, I feel, as well. There's going to be a lot of communication from these people. You might feel bombarded with communication, like it's just a lot of communication from these particular people that you're working with or working for. You've got the lion here as an outcome. So I feel like the strength is within you and you will actually do really, really well. Let's have a look about the co-workers. I just want to clarify the co-workers. I feel like they'll just be too busy with their own stuff. They'll kind of leave you alone. But there is communication there with them. And I feel like on a surface level, I feel like there will be cooperation. Definitely, it's a yes. Let's have a look at the co-workers. They're probably just as nervous as you are to some extent. You're taking on a lot of burdens and carrying a load here, really excelling in your career and being on stage, being really seen for your talents, and having a really nice connection also with the children, I feel. There'll be children there. Just don't get too close to these co-workers because they could be in competition with you in some way. I don't feel like there's going to be altercations. One of them you're going to get along with better than the other. But I do feel there could be somebody who is competitive or might be gossiping or talking, but I don't feel like it's going to be anything you can't handle. I feel like it's more like an inner anxiety, an inner fear, more than an outer fear on your part. That is the thing that is sort of making you a little bit jumpy and a little bit uncertain about this. But I feel like you're actually going to do really well. And I feel like somehow it is going to access or help your career in the long term. We're just on the pre-orders right now, guys, and we're going to move on to the super chats and the collective. I'm just going to see how I'll do the super chats first, I think, because we've got already quite a few there lined up. So, and then I'll do the collective, and we'll timestamp the collective once it's done. And I've got Marielle as well. Okay, Marielle is another pre-ordered super chat, so we're going to do Marielle first. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Hi, Michi the Queen. Hi, Mimi. Welcome. Hi, V. Thanks for the donation. Hi, Shelley. Thanks for the super chat as well. And I'll get to you all in a minute. Okay, Marielle. Let's have a look at Marielle. Oh, no, so it's not Marielle, sorry. Sorry, Marielle was in another reading. Let's have a look here. Sephora. Okay. Looking at a love connection with a co-worker, which is always tricky, especially with, you know, what's been going on with the Me Too movement and all of that. A lot of people are not having workplace romances. Remember back in the day when they're, you know, I think the second most popular place to meet somebody for marriage or relationship was actually through work. The most popular was through friends, introductions through friends, or at college, etc., through friends at college, that type of thing, or through friends. The second most popular way to meet somebody used to be at work, but now people are holding back at work because of this Me Too thing going on and not wanting to get fired, not wanting to get into trouble, not, you know, because what happens is if you do get involved with a coworker and it doesn't work out, what are you going to do? One of you is going to leave, something's going to happen, there's going to be sabotage on one end or the other, there's going to be some sort of unfriendliness going on that turns the friendliness and the flirting, as you say, into sort of like a drama, and also not wanting to look at that person, you know, having a bit of a difficult time to move forward. So on one level, there is a worry and concern in general about this for the, you know, on a collective sort of level for the workplace environment. This is for Sephora. And the question is this mutual love, connection, or flirting, or just friendliness? Okay, good question. Let's have a look at this guy. I feel like he's a natural kind of like fun person. I'm sort of seeing quite a smiley face, a fun person, somebody who's open and friendly, just generally with everybody. I'm looking at the connection with you, with Sephora. Okay. We've got some jumpers here. He could be or is seeking a committed relationship, a serious relationship, or that could be you. So we're going to clarify all of this. Let's just see how we go with the Love Oracle. And all of these cards are available also. The links are in the bio. He might find you a little bit cool, calm, and collected, actually. There could also be an association with his mother. I don't think he is attached or married, but if he is, there could be another woman around him. If you don't know about it, there could be. Spiritual growth. Okay. It's being more discerning about your relationships and asking the right questions is what I feel. And when you feel the most free is when you're really going to be attracting somebody in. There is somebody here around this person that you're asking about who I feel is an influence in their life and could be putting a little bit of a spoke in the wheel. Um, Focus on money is very important. There's a mature woman around this person. I don't know if it's a mother, mother-in-law, or an older woman they might be seeing, or mature woman, but they might have very high standards also to do with relationship or need to get approval from family members. There are children here. Either somebody wants children or has children. I feel it's more about wanting children. That could be you. I would be asking questions, support. I would be asking, are you married? Do you have a girlfriend? A lot of guys don't wear rings, so you just don't know. Could be somebody long distance for you. And there's a destined meeting. Okay, I just want to ask a question for you. How are you going to meet your marriage partner? We've got a jumper here. Fair male. So if he is a fair male, then that could be him. I do feel like he likes you. I'm not getting that he's really flirting or it's a mutual love. I feel like he likes you a lot and he's being very friendly. I think he likes you a lot. I feel he hasn't really considered you as a person of interest because of the workplace. The person I pulled for you for your future love partner is a fair male, and this could be lighter than darker for their cultural background. Let's also ask any other information that we need to know about this future love partner, serious relationship partner. He's mature for his age, so there could be an age difference between you and him. So he could be quite a bit older than you, like 7 years difference is usually when I do an age difference. It's usually 7 years either way, older or younger, but for him, I feel like it's more older. And this person might travel a lot, or they might invite you on a vacation, or there is travel here involved because you've got long distance here, which is not necessarily, I'm not getting this as actually the person as long distance. I feel like they're going to live near you, but they might love traveling or ask you on a trip, or you could meet them on a trip, or there could be some sort of like travel group or something that you get involved with. I would say maybe join a local travel group if you like traveling and see, who's there. I feel like that could be a good link for you to sort of open up the energies for more people and the right person to come in. Thank you, Sephora, for your pre-ordered super chat. Now let's get on to the other super chats that are here. Hi, butterflies. How are you? Thanks for the donation. Let's go to the top. Hi, Lulia. How are you? Heron. Shelley, welcome back from Oklahoma. Thanks, V. I'm very well, thank you. Hi, Lotus Lily. Lotus Lily is first. Let's have a look and see. Thank you for the $4.99, Lotus Lily from the UK. Yes, I feel like it's a yes, the answer to that question. Has your mother deliberately withheld information about your cousin? I think she has. I feel like there could be some background meddling going on, or they haven't wanted you to know about something for fear of some sort of reaction, is what I feel. Was your mother withholding important information? I feel like she might have been forced to. I'm not sure exactly why. There's a lot of mystery around this whole scenario and person, and it could be something to do with your cousin's parents, like your aunt and uncle. Could be also something to do with money. They might be hiding something, hiding money, hiding some sort of a decision that's being made. There's definitely money involved. So I don't know why, but there's definitely money involved and or relationship, marriage involved as well. Okay. All right. Thanks, Lotus Lily. Let's go up. We're going to go up now to V. Hi, V. How are you? Oh, how exciting. You're going overseas for work before the 15th. Any messages from above or home first, then go? When when would what would home first look like to you? What would home first look like to you? Oh, what would home first look like to you? Is it you going home on the way to somewhere or wanting to ask about home? Yeah, sorry, it's just clarifying that. Hi, female user 2023. How are you? Welcome. Put a shout out where you're from, a like on arrival. Hi, Candy. Welcome back. Butterflies. Hi, Camry J. I'm very well. How are you? Let's have a look and see if V gets back to me. Okay, question is anything about what is the question? Okay, messages from above or home first, then go. I don't really understand that home first. Sorry, I didn't know if I had to get my new home first or go overseas before that date. Oh, okay. Well, with all the retrogrades, everything's really slow right now, so it might be hard to kind of bring it together before then. I feel like it could be rushed if you do get the home first, is what I'm feeling. I feel like do the home after. I feel like the 15th is a good time to travel. I think take your time with the home first. Unless you get something sort of lined up to move in when you get back. Let's just have a look at the timeline on that. Let's have a look for V what the order is in moving forward. Okay, watching your budget. So you've got like budget situations. So you're thinking about money. You've also got a lump sum of money coming in. So that could be the sale of where you are or the approval of the loan coming in. So that's why you might want to, you're thinking, oh, what am I going to do with this? I better get it sort of sorted out sooner than later. You'll have an epiphany. It'll come to you, V, it'll come to you. This time right now is a really tricky time to make a decision, as in the full moon energy, everything's going retrograde. We've got endings here with Pisces full moon, super moon tomorrow, the 31st. For those of you the day after tomorrow in the US, things are very up in the air. Look, I've also got decisions to make as well, and I'm rethinking everything. I made a decision and now I'm rethinking everything. There will be delays. If you do go for a home thing, I feel like there'll be delays around it. So I think it could be put on the back burner. So we're going off and away on your vacation. There needs some rest. Some rest is needed around you, or things are going to be looking flat around you in the way of properties. I feel like you need more time to find the right property. When you get back, I'm getting up to 3 months' time actually. When you get back, there could also be mountains around this place and or a view of the mountains. Not that Australia has snow where you are, but I do get mountains around you or views of mountains or rivers, but mainly you could get some sort of mountain area. I know that you're looking at going maybe northern New South Wales or something, or up to the hinterland in the Sunshine Coast. That could be the mountains there, sort of low, hills, mountains. Somewhere that you've been before, that you really love, something very close to your heart that you love. Okay, should V get the property before she goes? Got a flipping card here, just something flipped over. Well, if the right property shows up, it's a yes. If you've got your eye on the right property, it's a definite yes. It could be I'm getting the name Chris around you as well, or a C sounding name. So it could be that the right person finds you the right property. That person could be a broker or a real estate agent, could find you the right property. Yeah. So even though I wouldn't focus on it, I think if you put it out there to the universe, the right property comes in, it will come in. Okay. Let's have a look at Shelley. Hi, Shelley. Welcome from the US. Thanks for the 5. Okay. Finances and meeting somebody. Let's have a look for you. Do the coffee cup oracle. These are available in Spanish and in English worldwide, on Amazon in the US and also in Europe, based around Turkish coffee cup readings. I have run out of Turkish coffee, by the way, guys. I'm going to have to try to find it. It's really tricky in Thailand to find exotic things like Turkish coffee when you're not in Turkey. Yeah. Or other places that might have that. What's wrong with my phone? Why is it turned off? Yeah. That's very strange. Okay. Okay, Shelley. Finances and technology is really sometimes very, very odd. I've got to get back onto my channel, back onto the live stream. Just bear with me, guys. Yep. Those of you who want to get a super chat in, please do so, as we're on a roll right now. Finances for Shelley and meeting somebody. Let's have a look at the order of things, Shelley. Finances, meeting. I'm picking up a move first. Don't know why. I know that you were thinking about moving, but I feel like a move is imminent before the person comes in. And I think the person hasn't come in because you haven't moved yet. And I do feel like you'll move further away than where you think you're going to move to. I don't know if you're going to go to the coast of North Carolina or something like that. Okay, you're looking for somebody very loyal. And this loyal person will come in. There could be some association also with dogs, dog walking, dog parks, meeting somebody at a dog park near a tree, a dog on a tree. I'm not going to say the obvious here, but there's a dog on a tree. Just be also careful of men who like to spot their territory and are kind of players, because you've also got a wolf here as well. So you've got a loyal one and also a player one. You know how male dogs like to spot on trees. You will be having a big change sooner than later. That's on the bottom. What else have we got for Shelley? Yes, abundance and finance coming in first. Watching out for adversity. There's 2 different guys that may come forward that you're looking at. One is a player and one is loyal. And one might have a dog that you're attracted to or you like, or you might meet up because of animals or pets or something associated with that, whether it's at the veterinarian, whether it's at a dog park. There is an achievement here and a challenge overcome. So I would say you've got to make a decision. There is a decision coming up, and I feel it's also got to do with money and where you're going to live. And I feel like you might be doing something instrumental to where you're going to live will be getting you more money, and it's going to be closer to the sea is what I'm getting. You've got the ocean. So I do feel that there is a move imminent. There's a decision to be made that's going to create more abundance and finance, as well as, these people coming in before, during, and after this whole scenario once you do move, we're going to have to ask about love later on in a more clear version once you move, because I feel like the move is on the cards first and the money is on the cards first. All right. Didn't get that in this on the cards, but I just channeled that one for you, which I feel is imminent. You will make a decision. You've got choices and decision with the triangle. A decision will be made sooner than later. Hi, butterflies. How does Kayla, my supervisor, feel about me? I feel she watches you. Okay. Is Kayla somebody that you are attracted to, or is it someone that you're worried about? Butterflies from the US. Any particular state in the US, butterflies? I like to know a state or a city, depending on how much you want to tell me. Just to say a shout out. Worried about. Okay. Worried about, not attracted to. All right. Let's have a look. You're mad at yourself. You nodded off for 15 minutes on your second job. It's a work from home job. Okay. I feel like they're gonna sort of like sweep that one under the carpet is what I'm getting with that, but we're going to clarify everything. How does Kayla feel about you? I feel like she has to watch you because it's part of her supervisory role. She's keeping a vigilant eye. There's somebody that she's trying to catch doing something, and I feel like it's not you. I feel like it's somebody that she's trying to catch. There's something going on in the workplace that she's been asked to keep an eye out for. I do feel like she has a lot on her plate as well, as you do. You will be counting the pennies, actually, the money rolling in. I do feel you have a decision to make. Very good for finances for you. There is quite a bit of competition on the workplace, and they might give you a warning somewhere along the way, like, oh, you missed out on that, and you missed out on that, 15 or whatever. I don't feel like they're going to release you or do anything, but I do feel like there's kind of some sort of backlash or negative sort of behavior or some sort of warning, but I feel like they'd say that to anybody anyway. It's a lot of things that are up in the air. They're not going to get rid of you, I don't feel. I feel like you're going to be getting more money. So if you feel like you need to look for another job, I feel like you're going to do that at some point. You might be searching now and get something later on, which will be around, I feel, mid-December. You might get a new role or a new job or more money mid-September to October 2023. Or meet a man also who has finances who might be able to help you with something. I would say you'll hear back from companies kind of more into September. I know that Mercury is retro and all of that, but there'll be some toing and froing around it. Yep. Okay, we'll come down to female user later. Thanks, butterflies. Yep. So I answered both questions there in one hit. All right. Oh, you have your eye on one already, V? Yeah, excellent. Good to know. Yeah, if you feel like it's the right one, I would snap it up. Is it kind of like has a view of some description, like a mountainous view, or it's on a hill? Just curious. Michi's saying currently Yuki is spraying every tree. Oh my God. Okay. Welcome, Shelley. Female user 2023. Long distance boyfriend D. Long distance boyfriend D, the Taurus, always asking me for money. Oh my God. Now you've got to shut that down. No man should be asking you for money at all. Got to shut that one down. Absolutely not. No. Well, I feel he wants to use you. Looking at your username, I feel like he wants to use you for his own benefit. Now let's just have a look for you. What's D's intentions? No, you've got to shut that one down. If anything, he should be sending you stuff. Is he outside the country? Yeah, he's a charmer. Charmer in disguise, I feel. What is his intentions? Courting, dating, romancing, taking you out, potentially. But he's always asking you for money. So if he's asking you for money, he doesn't have any leg to stand on there, literally. The courting man doesn't have any leg to stand on if he doesn't have anything to take you out with. Let's just ask for you in general. Why is he your long-distance boyfriend? Like, why are you with this guy? Karma being released, toxic story, and freedom. I feel like you're going to get rid of him. Okay. Let's just ask a clarifier. If you want to ask another question about a different future boyfriend, future husband, ask about that in another super chat. But we'll just do a clarifier. Anything else coming in for female user 2023, as in a new person? Okay. You might ask your boyfriend for a ticket to come to see him. Short-term fling. If he is a long distance, I don't think it's going to go the distance. And if he's a dark male, you're still stuck on him for the moment. Until you get rid of him, I don't think another one is going to come in. That's what I'm getting here. Or unless you ask me like a really intense question about a future love partner, Spirit will kind of open up the doors and let me know. All right. Okay. Butterflies, how are you? You moved out of your new home due to paranormal activity. Wondering if the new tenants will experience the same. That's an unusual question. Yeah. Interesting. They might not be as open to you, as open as you. You're welcome, female user. Yeah, whereabouts is he located? They might not be as open as you, butterflies. Might not be as open as you to spirit, to energies in general, weird energies. It could also have been the number. What was the actual house number? If you add up all the numbers and bring it down to one number, between 1 and 9, or if it's an 11, if it comes down to 11, also let me know, or a 22, but 1 or 9, just add up the numbers and bring it down to one number. Could have been the number for you that wasn't also resonating. It could have been, I feel like there was something with that number. It could have been a 7. It just could have been a weird number for you. I feel like you're in a much better place and space. These people, I feel like, are sort of dimmed down. I'm just getting the words dulled down or dimmed down. So I kind of feel like they don't pick up as much as it. But there was death in that property. Somebody was killed or shot. I'm getting the word shot and killed, whether they were in there or out of there at the time. This is going back in history. So I feel like there was some sort of energy around you that you were definitely picking up on. Yep. 4748. Okay, so 8 and 8 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 5. Okay, so with house number 5, there's always a lot of coming and going, like a lot of people in the driveway, a lot of tenants coming and going from that property. A lot of them won't feel stable in a 5. A lot of them will feel like they'll have to leave in a short period of time, or it'll create some sort of like it'll create some sort of like instability with any tenants that live there. Or it's kind of like the transient number. It's a Gemini number, the number 5. It's good for rentals or short-term rentals if you want to get lots of people in through your property. If you're renting it out and you're renting out a 5, if you're living in a 5, it can be kind of like the type of property where people come and visit all the time, where you've got a lot of people coming in and out of the house. But literally for you, it could have been a lot of spirits coming in and out of the house. Yeah. Okay, Heron, how are you, my dear? Any messages for the new moon? Love and finance. Full moon or new moon? New moon coming up next month. The full moon's tomorrow. Any messages for the new moon? Love and finance. Thanks, Heron. What's in store for Heron? What's going on? Things feel also for you very slow and stagnant. You've got also potential house change. You're looking at home relocation, working from home, finding a job that pays, that you can work from home, some sort of resurrection with the home or the body. The home can also signify in dreams the body, and you've got the scarab with that. So that can be transformation of the body. So you might be looking at nourishment, nurturing yourself, transforming your body in some way, mind, body, spirit, doing some sort of inner work at the moment than outer work. There's like an inner job going on here. You could also be redecorating a house, a home. You might be moving into a new home and redecorating it with a scarab there. You've got the key. I'm sorry these are dark, but I was getting flashback from the light before. I had to turn the light off. I feel like you might be looking at a new home, Heron. Endings and beginnings. Why don't you go for a job in Singapore or something and open yourself up to better people? Yeah, or something. Why do I always get Jakarta around you or Indonesia? You might get something in Jakarta or Indonesia. I know that you're from Malaysia, but you might get something in a neighboring country. You've got a new love coming in, somebody you've never known before, somebody that I'm not getting anything around finances right now, but I feel like doors are opening for a new move, a new person, a new home, a new job, working from home. Could be also the key to new finances as well. Thanks, Heron, for that. Hi, butterflies. Wondering Brian's feelings towards you, if he has any towards you. Okay. How long have you been with Brian for, or what's the backstory around Brian? Yeah, what's the backstory around Brian? Oh, he's a crush. Okay. Is he an in-person crush or a distant crush? Okay. I'm getting drinking coming up with him. I feel like going out having fun, going out on dates or going to some sort of uh, common area where you meet him, like it looks to me in my third eye like a sports bar or a dive bar, but it's a fun place to go. Currently distant. Okay. He might be you might meet somebody else at this sports bar, or they might invite you to a sports bar. I'm seeing somebody definitely in person, so I'm picking up on somebody else. Distant is not that great. Crush. Well, yeah, don't go for looks. You've got to go for personality, because you know that, and also integrity and safety and psychology and generosity as well. A man that has good values and similar values to yourself. A lot of very good looking men. There'd be a lot of women chasing them and after them. I've always got question marks around very good looking men, because they're either players or they've got other women chasing them or pursuing them, unless they've got very kind of particular values. What are Brian's feelings towards you? Let's have a look at Brian. Freedom. He wants his freedom. He wants his cake and to eat it too, I feel, even though there's a crush, and he wants his fun times. Okay. That's Brian. Okay. I buy things on OfferUp, wondering if I could have possibly brought spirits into the house by purchasing used furniture. Oh, are you getting the same spirits where you are? That would be the He seems like a good guy. Well, if you don't know him that well, you don't know. They can all come across as good guys on the surface. You've got to get below the surface and you've got to do an in-person relationship. Long distance doesn't work. It's as easy as that. You've got to arrange a time to, I feel like he's just at the moment a flirt, and I feel like you can meet somebody locally, wherever you happen to be. I'm getting a sports bar, dive bar, somebody local. I'm getting somebody who works very hard around you coming in. Yeah, we can ask another question about that if you want to look at somebody new. Have these spirits come in with the used furniture? Let's just ask the cards that. True gem. Quality. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I feel like whatever you're doing is quality related. If you're getting the same spirits around you at the new place, then you know it's a yes. Let's just check. I'm going to check with the tarot. That didn't really give us a lot. Check with the tarot. Okay. Are there spirits connected to the furniture? The furniture moves, though. I mean, that would have been a good place actually to sell furniture, because it was a 5. It's a retail number of 5. It's a commerce number. It's a Gemini number. Very good for sales. You're in two minds about what to do with this furniture, and you might actually get some garage or storage facility to put it in. Instead of bringing it into the house, you might have worked something out differently. But you can always protect yourself from spirits. I know that some people feel like they intrude and they take over, but you can always ask them to sort of like leave or go to the light, etc. Luckily, I don't have this issue with spirits invading my space. Yeah, randomly. Yes. All right. Now let's do a collective for the full moon tomorrow, August 31st, 2023, full moon, super moon, blue moon in Pisces. Big endings coming up, big endings. We'll do you after the collective, butterflies. Thank you. Would you mind giving me a state you're in? I just like tuning into locations. People know that when they're on the channel. I'm not being nosy. I just like to pinpoint your location, because I'm seeing a Texas vibe around you, like a guy who's sort of wearing a Texan sort of outfit, if you know what I mean. Jeans, like Midwest Texan, jeans and a shirt, button-down shirt. Thanks, Mimi. You're most welcome. Oh, it is Texas. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, you're going to meet a hardworking guy who works in Texas. I don't know if you've gone out somewhere remote, a little bit more remote than where you were. I feel like you might. If you haven't already, you might. You could meet somebody who has a farm, or meet somebody. I think we'll just do butterflies first because it's coming through. Meet somebody who has a farm, a property, a ranch, near oil wells, near oil fields. Hard worker, somebody who wears like cowboy boots, that type of thing, jeans, and a shirt that has kind of like checks on it, or I don't know how to explain that. It's sort of like lines up and down on it and across. Lines, not checks, not checkered, but lines. Okay. So I don't know if you're going outside, if you're in a city, because I can sort of see you in a smaller town or rural area where you're going to actually really like. And you're going there for marriage. There's marriage there in the cards. If you want to get pregnant as well, it's going to be very abundant for you there. Or if you've got children, it's going to be very good for your children. Or you'll get pregnant and have a child. You just hold your horses right now. It's going to also be very lucrative for you. You might feel like nothing's shifting, but something will shift. The guy could also be a lawyer. I'm just putting that out there as well. You know, he might work with people in those sort of industries. He could have studied law. I'm also getting a C sounding name, first, second, or last name. Karma being released. Okay. Thanks, butterflies. All right. I'm going to get on to the collective. Let's just have a look at female user 2023. Another D ghosted you, your ex, and got remarried to an ex 6 months ago. Yeah, you keep getting calls. Is it him? Some weirdo's got your number, that's for sure. Some weirdo's got your number. Is D the ex calling you on a private number? Yeah, I wouldn't answer it. I feel like you're getting some private calls from call lines. It's not always him. I feel like he is thinking about you though. You are answering the calls, but you're getting strange private calls. Okay. It could be the woman that he's with is calling you, and she hasn't actually gotten the courage to talk to you. It could be that she's picked up on your number and she wanted to call you. Could be her, not him. Could also be during work hours when she's at work or he's at work. Could also be somebody that you've worked with in the past calling you that might have had a crush on you as well. Could be a number of people actually. She knows about you, yeah. Oh, you don't answer it, okay. Yeah, well, maybe answer it and just see who it is. You can always hang up. Yep. Yeah, I feel like it could be her. First and foremostly. Thanks, female user. Thank you, thank you. Okay, now let's focus on the full moon in Pisces. This is what it does to you, this full moon in Pisces. It's also a past life soul mate. Okay. Well, you know, you've got lots of soulmates from lots of different lives. If somebody wants to get my audio download, just sign up to my newsletter and send me an email. And I'm not doing many newsletters lately, but I'm doing blogs. All of the horoscopes are up on my blog for September. Just a little sort of blurb about each sign. So you can check those out. But if you sign up to my newsletter, which you don't have to, but you can, I'm not sending out newsletters right now. I haven't been for a while. You can request my audio download for the past life regression. And it's my recording. Yeah. And also how to connect with your spirit guides as well. Thank you for the donations, everybody, by the way. I appreciate it. Okay, jumping card, we've got the dolphins having more fun, having a wild time. Some of you might go a bit wild on this full moon. This is a collective read. Don't know what timestamp we're up to, but I'll find it later. Starting with the dolphins. Some of you might be having a wild time during this full moon, going out, having fun, celebrating something. Some of you might be going to a full moon party, concert, event. I'm also picking up over the weekend. So the full moon energy will run from the 31st through to the 4th. Okay, scales, justice being served. Some of you might be serving somebody with papers or signing some sort of contract. It is a general reading for the collective, so it's very difficult to pick up for everybody. So take what you like and leave the rest. Challenges and achievements with the mountain. You might finally get the promotion that you've been looking for and the contract, or the contract that you've been looking for. Achievement with that. What else do we have for the collective? Let's do a pyramid. spread for the collective. Full moon in Pisces. Yeah, try not to, it's a good time to reflect on things, but it's not a good time to make any major decisions, even though some of you have to. You're going to be manifesting, and see that moon in the background with the witch. Some of you will be doing some magic, doing some manifestation. You might be also looking at curses and removing some sort of removal energy, removing curses from you or protection energy around you. Almost like pointing the finger back at the person or pointing the bone back at the person. I was a witch doctor in past lives in Africa, by the way, and also a high priestess in Egypt. Okay, so we've got the pearl. Let me just see what that's about. Pearls of wisdom. Using your wisdom. I'm also getting the word inner child with that pearl. Tapping into your inner child. What does your inner child want? Maybe it wants to have more fun with the dolphins. Energy with the dolphins. Okay. There is change coming up for the collective, feeling like you need a change, you want to change. You might have been trying to manifest a change and pull it in and really try to pull it, like make it happen. But it hasn't quite happened yet because it's hiding in the pearl. The pearl is hiding in the shell. It hasn't quite come out yet, is what I'm feeling for the collective. So if there's something big that you've wanted to manifest, move, shake, change, etc., that's a jumping card. You've got a very big decision to make, and this pearl hasn't actually, this opportunity or big change hasn't actually happened yet because you haven't made a decision. Once you make a decision to eliminate and remove what's holding you back, that's when it's going to come in. Okay, and underneath we've got the bear, which is about resources and strength. So I do feel like you're going to have the strength to move on, the strength to move forward, the strength to carry on, whatever that might mean to you, to tap into your manifestation skills to create more resources or to enable you to have change with strength and change with determination. Some of you might also be popping up to Canada, I feel, with the bear there. There's a bear in there. And I'm getting Canada around that bear. Just be careful also walking in the woods. Got the lion, also the strength. There's a lot of inner strength here with the collective. Strength and success. Some of you will be thinking about doing a business or starting a business sort of on the side. It's going to have a lot of traction and actually take off. It could be a side hustle, a side business, something on the side. Yeah. So it could be definitely a successful step in a direction where you've wanted to go for some time. That made you smile, your past life. Yeah, I also had this amazing past life I've had a lot of African past lives. I think that's why I've got a large African audience. And I've had this trotting across, this is one of my most fabulous past lives, which gave me so much joy, was running across some sort of part of Africa in the desert or some desert sort of vibe to it, and with a group of men. I was a male in about 70% of past lives. And you can also see that in your astrology as well. I've got South Node in Scorpio in the 5th house. Yeah. So, so trotting across the desert in this very, very nice jog. Are you in Canada, Mimi? That's nice. Yeah, with a group of men, like a tribe, like a group, going somewhere, migrating, going somewhere on the move, maybe hunting, but really enjoying this run and running for days, if not weeks and months, just on this very nice, really lovely trot. And you'll find that really kind of like a light jog, like just a very steady paced sort of jog or running. A bit like when you see those Ethiopian runners in the marathons. They just keep going. They just keep going. They don't stop. It was a bit like that. It was just like, yep, tall, slender, very, athletic, but just very slim, skinny, slender, tall type of group of people, but just having a really, just really enjoying that experience. And I used to be a very athletic when I was, at school. So that, there's always some link with um, past lives and these lives. There's always links and there's always talents that you bring from past lives into this life. And that was one of them, as well as the witch doctor. The witch doctor. Yeah, and the high priestess. Okay. South Node in Cancer in the 6th. Okay, you might have been a nurse or something in a past life, Michi, a nurse. That reminds me of a nurse energy, female nurse. Okay. Mimi, let's have a look. Hi, Sabrina, how are you? Do a shout out where you're from, city or state, country. Goddess AA, let's have a look at you. If you do want me to do like a channeled interpretation of your past life South Node, please put a donation in, because otherwise we're going to be here all day. Goddess AA, thank you for the $9.99, truly appreciated. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I am, thank you. I'm planning on moving back to my home state, to Charlotte, North Carolina next spring. I'm wondering how it will go and if I will be able to find a nice place. Okay, Charlotte sounds nice. Yeah, I know Charlotte. I know about Charlotte. Where are you now? Like moving from A to B, I like to get a vibration of where you're going from and to. Watching from North Florida. Thank you so much, Sabrina. Good to see you here. You're living in Oahu. Okay, that's a huge change. You're going to have a lot of different energy there. To your home state of Charlotte. So you're kind of over Hawaii. You're over it, or have the fires done something to you that's wanting you to move? Relocational astrology is one of my specialties, but that requires like a full reading. So it's more likely going back to, let's have a look. Let's just do some cards on it. To what you know and how you felt as a child, also tapping into, your sort of horoscope chart, sort of your natural energy, going back to the place where you were born or where you grew up, home state. Okay. If you'll find a nice place. Okay, let's have a look. I'm getting the word Krispy Kremes. I don't know what that means. I know that it's a shop, but I don't know what that means to you. It could be also an indication of something being very sweet, a sweet deal. Queen of Rods, feeling very passionate about this move or choice, feeling very guided as well. Looking at finances. Finding the right job or money might be on the cards, or something that's important. You might get more opportunities there for work is what I'm feeling. There could be a man involved in this move, whether it's a family member or a partner. You're a bit confused about it though. I'd say you've decided, but you're kind of feeling, am I making the right choice? You're completely over Hawaii. My energy is not in harmony with the area at all. Hostility. It can happen. Yeah, it can happen, definitely. You might be in a bad relocated chart there. Okay, an offer coming towards you. Feeling like there'll be an upheaval, yes. Will you find a good place? I feel that you will. Moving on with stride. Feeling also supported, I feel, from this King of Rods. You've got the King and the Queen of Rods. So I don't know if you're with somebody or you're going to meet somebody when you go back there. That's going to be a a partner for you or a support person for you, weighing up the pros and cons. Charlotte, North Carolina, why am I getting also for you looking at that place on the coast, that famous place? Is it Charleston? The famous place where they have the tourists, the horse and carriage rides and everything. Is it Charleston? I think it is. Why am I seeing you looking at that? You kind of might be pulled in a direction in North Carolina where you don't actually expect. You could meet somebody or have an opportunity opening up for you in another location in North Carolina. So just keep your mind open. Is Charlotte the one? Is Charlotte the... Well, I feel like to start with, it's a yes, but it could be a stepping stone. But you've got water there too with that one, and you've got water in the background and the big ships, and that's where a lot of the tall ships came in with all the people and immigrants that came in from overseas, and also the slaves as well. Yep, into that. There's a lot of energy in that city, in Charleston, but a lot of it is interesting energy. A lot of it's fun energy. Okay. Completely on the money so far. Been feeling I'm meant to live there, but yes, I'm worried about the money. On coast is in Wilmington. Maybe you're picking up. Yeah, it could be. Is Wilmington near Charleston? A Dahlia hurricane. Okay. There's always hurricanes in Florida, and also, other parts of the US as well. I mean, there's always at least one a year, isn't there? In the whole 7 years I was in the US, or 8 years, I was evacuated 3 times. 3 hurricanes. 2 in Florida and 2 in Florida and 1 in South Carolina. 1 in Miami and 1 in Destin, near Destin, Florida. Totally nuts. Okay. Doesn't matter where you go, they follow you around. Yeah. I don't know. These hurricanes are a nightmare. There's always going to be tricky weather anywhere in the States, whether it's earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes. There's some states that are less likely for those sort of things to happen. Then you've got snowstorms and you've got other things going on. But there are some states that have less of these natural disasters. Oh, Charleston's in South Carolina. Wilmington is on the beach. Okay. Could be Wilmington. Yep. Could be. What's in North Carolina that's like a heritage sort of city, a city with a lot of history? I think it's close to North Carolina, though, Charleston. It's at the northern part of South Carolina. It won't make any difference if you go down there. I mean, it's going to be similar, isn't it? Any last minute super chats, anyone? We'll do a last call. Wilmington is on the beach. Wilmington is on the beach. Okay. Nag's Head. Kill Devil Hills. Okay. Just going to wait until somebody might come in late. Anyway, thank you so much for joining, everybody. I truly appreciate it. Be hoping to get back on a live. If you do want to do a pre-order super chat, the link will be below this video, amirasalon.com/contact. If you do want to book a personal session, relocational report, astrology that I do in detail, or a multi-question reading, or a single question reading, you can check that out on my website. That's by the beaches, is it, Michi? Okay. Yeah, I was getting something very Charleston feeling to me. Oh, you're going to timestamp. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Thanks, Michi. South Node Cancer in the 6th. Yeah. It's a nurse energy. Nurse. Working with health. Female. Working with children maybe as well, or with medicine and health. See, there's a big ship here. Didn't I say tall ships before? And the tall ships went into Charleston, and they also went into the other city, which is south of the border of South Carolina. What's the name of that one? That's also a fun city, but Charleston is more of a little bit more upscale. Yeah, something around tall ships in history is what I get. There we go. There's a confirmation. So keep your eye out for something. Yeah, keep your eye out for something, Goddess AA. Yeah. Keep your eye out for something. You just never know. South Node in Taurus. Probably had a lot of money in a past life. Property as well. So you should be okay for property in this life. Yeah. And finances. You're most welcome. I'll leave the chat open if anyone else has a pre-order. Anyone else would like to do a super chat donation. Why am I not remembering that city that's south of the border of South Carolina in that other state? What's the other state called? Alabama? No. You could have been a wealthy man and also both wealthy male and or female, both, multiple lives. Yeah, it'll cover multiple lives, not just one life. It'll cover quite a lot. So it'll be, like different scenarios. You might have even been gay in a past life. You just don't know. Artistic. Paris comes to mind. Fashion. Lots of opportunities coming up for whoever relates to the dating queen card. Okay, everyone. You're trying to. There's a $ just down the bottom. Depends what country you're in. Sometimes certain countries don't allow it. You'll have to do a pre-order for next time, or at the beginning of the session, go on to my PayPal, which is on my website. Yeah, Georgia. It's Georgia. I lived near there for a while. What is that city there in Georgia that's similar to Charleston? Yeah. Go on to my PayPal, which is amirasalon.com/contact, and you'll see the donation button there. Through the donation button, it'll lead you to PayPal, and you can do your donation there and do a pre-order super chat for next time. or at the beginning of any session that I go live on, that you are attending, or sometimes it's better to just do a pre-order because then yours gets done first and you won't miss. I don't go on any particular day time, just when I feel the energy is correct. Savannah, there you go. Savannah, absolutely. Yeah, for Goddess AA, it's not Savannah, it's definitely not further north around Charleston, going up and around there. If there's any other cities like Charleston, I mean, Boston is also a tall ship city as well. I like Boston. Boston's nice. Um, yeah, so just have a think about that. Yeah, have a think about that. See where you feel, is the right place for you, the right opportunities, the right vibes. I mean, you might be in Charlotte for some time and then decide to go somewhere else. People often move around, don't they, in the States? Okay. Lots of love and energy. Blessings, everybody. Take care. And I'm going to sign off now. And thanks, Michi, for doing the timestamps at the end. Okay, take care, everybody. Ciao.